Oh, what's this? Let me just... oh, God, the amount of dust in this format.
What's going on with the format?
We haven't used this for so long. There's so much dust on it now.
Yeah, this is what happens when I go on vacation. Also, what happens when I go on vacation? Good stuff happens.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is as well is that we haven't had too much to talk about since, at least for us, since E3 and in podcasts in general. The last one was for the the announcement of Project Sonic 2017 and Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
So, it's been a while. And so much has happened.
I go on a cruise because I was invited on a cruise. I come back after being offline for about a week. NX gets revealed.
Yep. You want to quickly talk about your holiday while we're on it, at least?
Well, it would be better if I talked about what happened after the holiday. Really, I just went on the cruise to the Bahamas. It was nice. But after I came back, I'm like the whole internet was blowing up, yelling. And this Thursday, which was yesterday at the time recording, so many things happened.
Yep. And we're talking about it all.
Yeah.
At least we're going to try to. So, sit down, be relaxed, because we're probably going to be here for a while.
So much stuff happened in so little time. I love it.
Oh, yeah. But let's start off with the big one. Nintendo Switch. Click.
Alright, so what I've heard...
Are you going to make the Switch?
Well, yes. By making the Switch, meaning possibly selling my Wii U, then yes.
That better be the tagline for when they're releasing the system in the adverts. Are you going to make the Switch?
Sorry if you heard something. That was my fire alarm, but...
Oh god, your house is on fire.
No, the fire alarm is just really paranoid, and I hate it.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so let's talk about what happened in the Switch trailer first off, and after what this could mean and whatever. So the Switch is like a portable system.
It is a console handheld hybrid. So you can plug it into a dock and play your games on the TV, but if you want to play it anywhere you want to go, you take a tablet section out of the dock, put the Joy-Cons, as they're calling it, onto the tablet, and it's now a handheld.
And... Stupid fire alarm. What I like about the Switch is that Nintendo knows... Well... At their fault, they're probably being way too gimmicky with the Wii U. I think the Wii U is way too gimmicky. Is this considered a gimmick, or is this kind of like they know their strength is handhelds, so taking the handheld and fusing it with a console like this is actually a pretty smart move.
Yeah, and the gimmick for this one is there's no gimmick. There's extra things that we've come to expect it, at least according to rumors, including IR pointing, simple motion controls, not too much detail to it, a touchscreen on the tablet, but apart from that, it's a console.
I mean...
There's no tablet they're trying to force down your throat. There's no everything's going to be a waggle-fest motion controls to it. It's a console.
Yeah, the fact that you can... I mean... If you would call it a gimmick, I guess you can consider it a gimmick. The fact that it is easily portable, can interchange with controls and all that. But I'd say it's for the better. It would be for the better for third-party consoles to code for it. It's just, if anything, it's just one screen,
Yeah, and we've heard that a lot of third-party developers have said that it's very easy to develop for this thing, so... Hopefully that list of third-party support stays there this time, because, and I've been saying this to everyone I've talked about the NX too, the Switch, talk about it. I'm going to keep calling it the NX for a while.
It's called the
Sorry if I bounce between the two.
It's called the NS now.
Yeah, it doesn't quite roll off the tongue as well. But
I'll just call it the Switch, but...
Yeah. I'm going to try and call it the Switch, but if I call it the NX by mistake, you know why.
Yeah.
If this has those third-party developers, and it's got the Virtual Console support of the Wii U plus more, and it's got development like the GameCube where everybody got a turn, this could be the best Nintendo library ever.
Yeah, and
bar none.
And not only that, they're in the trailer. I'm not sure if it's a new Splatoon, but I think it's going to be a new Splatoon. For the Splatoon, they were marketing towards esports, and after the trailer happened, they're like, "Yeah, we're going to try towards esports." That is amazing for them.
Yeah, and there's a lot of games on the Wii U right now which could easily get ported or upgraded to the Switch that are designed for esports. Imagine a definitive edition of Smash Wii U which has got the features of the 3DS and Wii U version put together, a few extra stages and a few extra characters, done. Pokken Tournament, the arcade system has been getting new characters lately. Just bring the new characters to Pokken Tournament, done.
And Splatoon, as it said in the trailer. And
of course, Splatoon.
I'm not sure where I heard this. It might be like a really far off rumor, really like dark rumor that I'm not even going to believe. But I think there's a rumor that Nintendo's going to be delving into the multiplayer kind. I mean, I know they already have multiplayer games, but kind of like the online multiplayer, as big as League and Overwatch and Dota.
I can see that.
Yeah, I'm saying like Nintendo is going to try to market towards that too.
I can see that, and if that happens, and there are going to be things for the eShop that needs to be improved. Apparently, and I was talking about this with someone, apparently there is no hacking protection on the Wii U eShop. Like, there is no tracking to make sure you're not using a hacked game. That is hilarious.
And I know Nintendo has like a huge thing when it comes to modded games, even fan games.
Yeah, and there's one thing as well, which there's a rumor saying that it's region free. There's no region lock to it. First of all, I hope that's the case because I swear the only reason that thing still exists is to screw over Australia and New Zealand. I swear that's the only reason.
I'm just happy that Amiibo aren't region locked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As am I. But if all the games that are region free too, and it's like that for the eShop, it'll mean that we'll be getting games that Japan would normally get, or games that have never been released outside of specific territories. Australia has never gotten Mario Party 3.
Right.
Never. And on top of that as well, there's a lot of Japanese titles which have never come overseas. Like, they could just throw the Japanese version of Mother 3 out and call it a day.
Yeah, I could see that. But then again, you just have so many Americans confused because they can't read Japanese.
Yeah, well, that's their problem.
Yeah. That's
all it needs to have... Seriously, all it'll need to say is, in the features for it, there's, warning, there is no support for languages other than Japanese.
You could just name it like ROM, like Mother 3, in brackets JP. You could name it as like a ROM.
Yeah, exactly. There's easy ways to do it, and if they are continuing the Virtual Console support for the Switch, please, for the love of Arceus, GameCube games.
Yes.
On the eShop at launch.
Which GameCube games would you see them doing? Probably like Mario Sunshine.
Sunshine, Double Dash, Melee, F-Zero GX. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Oh, and because of the easy multiplayer stuff, do you think you can like link two link two Switches together?
Yeah, you're doing it now too.
I'm trying to switch it up. I'm gonna.
And I thought my one was bad.
Anyway, I'm saying maybe with the Virtual Consoles you could play Melee on the Switch.
Yeah.
Like multiplayer.
And that's an easy way to do it. And if that image of the Joy-Cons being interchangeable and customizable depending on the game, all you need to do is just have two Joy-Cons in the style of a GameCube controller. Mm-hmm. Done.
Is there any way to hook up a GameCube controller to it if that's your preference?
From the looks of it, no. Uh-huh. So, sorry, Melee fanboys, you're gonna have to upgrade now.
Unless if they still have their dusty old GameCubes.
Grow up, people.
Or their
But
Wiis.
yeah, true.
Or their Wiis, I don't know.
Yeah, that too.
Is it true that the Switch is not using disc but cartridge instead?
It is true, and it was in the trailer.
Right. Now...
However, that means that there is no physical backwards compatibility with the Wii U and confirmed no backwards compatibility with the 3DS either.
Oh, so what...
This is the first console since the Wii to not have backwards compatibility.
I mean, the Wii was backwards compatible with the GameCube, though.
True. Okay, since the GameCube.
Yeah,
then.
There you go.
Because that one didn't either.
So what we saw, those Wii U games, what we saw were ports then, right?
Most likely.
Okay.
And admittedly, there is a way that they could have done backwards compatibility, which I would have liked, if the dock for the Switch had a disc reader in it, where if you put it in, it would go, "Hi, would you like to install Wind Waker HD to a hard drive?" That way you could just plug it in and have the dock for the Switch be something like a hub, so you can move games on and off of the main console.
Okay, so...
That could have worked.
So another question is, since this is a console handheld hybrid, I know they said they're going to try to keep the 3DS. Do you see the 3DS living as long as the Switch will do?
No.
No.
At the moment, I think they've only said that as a way to hedge their bets. They're saying that they're going to continue supporting the 3DS, so it makes it look like they're not putting all their eggs in one basket. But if the Switch takes off, which I'm pretty sure it will, I'm hoping it will, they're going to slowly fade the 3DS out entirely.
Do you think that...
But if it turns out to be a failure, then they can just go, "Oh, we really weren't going to throw away the 3DS entirely. Here's a new 3DS."
Okay, so they're just using the 3DS as like a cushion. Which is, safety net. Which is 3DS, even currently, is still a good safety net, even after so many years.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's still a great system.
I know.
But it's showing its age now, sadly.
Do you think like handheld exclusive games like Pokemon would if the 3DS does get phased out, do you think all the handheld exclusives would just go on the Switch?
Game Freak has confirmed that they are developing for the Switch.
I know that, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's core Pokemon or just a spin-off.
Well, name the last spin-off game that Game Freak has developed for Pokemon.
Well, it was on the 3DS, wasn't it?
No.
No?
Game Freak outsources all the spin-offs. The Mystery Dungeon games are outsourced. Mm-hmm. Or the Dream Raider, I think, is outsourced. The last spin-off game that Game Freak has developed for the Pokemon series...
Wasn't that Stadium?
I think Battle Revolution was outsourced. I think the last one that they did was Gale of Darkness.
Right. So... Oh yeah, people speculate it might be another Coliseum spin-off.
Which I could see that as being a way to pan out the main releases a little bit, because we've had a new main series Pokemon game every year. Mm-hmm. Well, at least you have. I had to wait for Mystery Dungeon.
There.
But, yeah, just a way to separate out a little bit before we get the Gen 4 remakes, which are going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, could we talk about the Generations shorts later?
Oh, yeah. I watched both of them. They're really good.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the Switch, though. If we are getting the 3DS library eventually coming over to the Switch, then that just reinforces the fact that this could be one of the best libraries for Nintendo of all time. Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, Fire Emblem, Kirby, F-Zero maybe, Pikmin 4, hopefully a new Metroid, and everything else, all on the one system.
Also third-party games.
Yeah, exactly. This could be great.
Yeah, I can't see any flaw with this, can you?
No. Which is why I'm hoping it takes off so we can see the fruits of this.
Yeah. I'm wishing the best for Nintendo right now. If anything, if this goes off well, maybe we'll get a late Kingdom Hearts 3, because I can't get a PS4 right now.
Well, Square Enix is on board with it too, because we've got the next 2 Dragon Quest games coming to the Switch, potentially Final Fantasy VII,
Ooh.
and if we're doing that, then maybe also, not only Kingdom Hearts 3, but Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8, because, of course, Square Enix, you're bringing out 1.5 and 2.5 again, and not actually giving us some news about 3.
You know what I just realized? There's still motion stuff for the Switch, isn't there?
Potentially.
But you know how I know? Just Dance is coming for the Switch.
Oh yeah, that would actually kind of confirm it.
Yeah. How do you play Just Dance for the Switch if it doesn't have motion controls? You hit the buttons. Not.
Yeah, it's just a Rhythm Heaven Mix clone now.
Oh my god.
Which, speaking of, I picked up Mega Mix the other day, and screw that coin toss minigame. Screw it. I hate it. With a passion.
I never seen Mega Mix, honestly.
The minigame I'm up to at the moment is one where you have to time it so you catch this coin in 3 seconds. So you flip it, 1, 2, 3, catch.
Okay.
Sounds easy enough. No timer visible. And
does it fake you out a lot?
if you are... No, it's just... If you get the timing off by even a few milliseconds, you'll lose a life. And, in order to keep playing, you need to pay coins in order to keep playing it. So you've got to keep repeating the old minigames over and over again.
That just...
Screw that coin toss.
That's just stupid. Anything else from the Switch? Except I just saw this GIF that I'm still laughing about. There's a weapon in Monster Hunter called the Switch Axe. So somebody...
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh, that's so good. It's just... Somebody just replaced the Switch Axe with the Nintendo Switch. That was beautifully animated.
Yep. One thing I did notice, though, with the trailer, and it's been brought up a fair bit, notice one thing missing from the announcement trailer.
What?
Anyone under the age of 18. There was no children. At all.
I could understand why it's marketing towards people my age, I guess. 20 whatevers.
Yeah, and that's another sign of this is going to be attempting to be a more advanced console. I don't think it's going to keep up entirely with the PS4 and Xbox One, but I think it's going to be close enough so that it's going to be would you like a more high-end experience, or would you like to take the experience on the go?
Yeah, but again, they are still trying to market towards esports, so that could be another reason.
Yeah. What would you like to see for the launch? What would be your dream launch library?
Well, I mean, I've been waiting for a new console Animal Crossing game, which would be perfect for the Switch, but I don't think that's going to come out immediately. If I were to see games for an immediate launch, maybe some ports of the Wii U, obviously, but what did you say that was confirmed?
We've got Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah, Breath of
the next 2.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Breath of the Wild, Pikmin 4, and what else? There'd probably be 2 more titles after that.
Yeah. Just Dance, Dragon Quest, the next 2 Dragon Quests, Project Sonic 2017, which I'll talk about a little bit in a minute later.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all the titles we have confirmed.
Yeah.
Everything else that was in the trailer, they're not confirmed yet. Not even Skyrim and NBA 2K17.
Yeah, I saw someone that's like, oh, that's not Bethesda or Skyrim on that. I'm like, that's clearly Skyrim.
Yeah, that's the remaster of Skyrim.
Yeah.
I actually remember seeing this. There was a meme that went around as, why is the Switch getting 2 Skyrims? And it's just Skyrim Remaster and Breath of the Wilds.
Ha. That's pretty good. What else about the Switch?
Well, one thing, my dream launch library for this, Breath of the Wilds, that new Mario game, getting both of them out within the launch window, Uh, Mario Kart I'd like to see... Well, the enhanced port of Mario Kart 8. Maybe Splatoon. I can live without Smash Wii U because that was leaked as one of the enhanced ports if we're getting GameCube games. So having Melee as a replacement, as the placeholder, I can live with the enhanced port waiting a little bit.
I know this would never happen, but maybe Project M for the Switch. That's never gonna happen.
Oh, no. Please, no. Oh, actually, no. I take it back. Yes, Project M for the Switch, if it's region-free, which means you have to make it for the rest of the world.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they didn't...
Give me my PAL version, damn it.
They never did that yet. That's terrible.
No, and they cancelled development.
Oh, yeah. But that means you have to get a brand new Wii that's... What is it, NCIS or something like that?
I think it's NTSC.
NTSC. I don't know. NCIS is a show. Oh my god.
Yeah. The alternative I can do is go, you know what, screw you and your Project M, I can play Custom Tracks Grand Prix because that was made by British developers, so there's a PAL version.
Woo.
And I think they actually did the smart thing and released versions of it for all regions. Thank you.
I know you're still salty about the Project M.
I'm salty about it for Wii U mods as well, because all the mods I'm seeing for Brawl and Smash Wii U are, here's our custom tweaks to it, and here's a few costumes, oh, it's only NTSCU.
Right.
Middle finger in the air, aimed at all modders for Smash Brothers who don't make PAL versions.
Oh my god. But, hey, didn't you just say the Switch is region-free?
Potentially.
Yeah.
Because Nintendo has gone quiet on the Switch until January 12th next year.
Which, in retrospect, like, right now it's not that far. It's only October, almost November.
Yeah.
So we just have to wait a couple months, that's all.
Indeed.
It's not like waiting a whole, like, summer, like, what was it, like summer, the first part of the year.
Yeah.
We had to wait nearly a whole year about anything, and now we're just going to wait a couple months.
Yep.
It's like Sun and Moon information. I remember first when Sun and Moon comes out, every month they're like, we're getting information on Sun and Moon. Next month, guess what? We're going to get information on Sun and Moon. That was my news. Yes!
And now it's a case of we get new news every week or two.
Yeah. Which is beautiful. I love it now.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to talk about... I want to talk about Sun and Moon. But we should finish on the Switch.
Yeah. Give us a great launch window. And if you are making enhanced support of things, but also GameCube games coming out, then have the GameCube games available at launch and wait a little bit for the enhanced ports. I can live with that. Because we're still getting a lot of great things at launch and more stuff, great stuff coming later on. Once this launch window has built up a fair bit, then start bringing out the new games to it, because by then we'll also have the support of the third parties who are going, oh, this thing has got millions of units already. Let's make games for this.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and the great thing about it for you as well, if this takes off well in Japan, because this is the perfect system for Japan, Monster Hunter. Region free.
Double Cross! Sorry, like a new Monster Hunter game was also announced too.
Oh yeah. So,
but
has that been confirmed for... What system is that confirmed for?
I think 3DS.
Okay, so...
Right now, Monster Hunter has all been just focused on handhelds.
Well, that's the thing. If the Switch takes off, Monster Hunter back on the console.
Yeah, which is really good. But again, if I do get Monster Hunter, like a new Monster Hunter, like on the same day as Japanese release, great. But I can't read it. It's like waiting for a dubbed version of an anime that takes almost a year to make.
Yeah, and the thing with this as well is that if it is region free, it will mean that games if they are going for the worldwide release, it's going to take a little while for stuff to get released because it's going to be worldwide releases. But at the same time, though, they could still just have it as, yeah, Japan gets this first, you guys will get an English version later. But if you want to play it now, you've got the option.
Yeah, I think that's really good, even if I can't read it.
Yep.
But it would just make worldwide releases so much easier for everyone, even if they do have to localize it. But you were saying?
The other good thing about the Switch as well is that it's going to be great for introducing games to friends. Like, just say if I want to introduce someone to Hyrule Warriors. If we're getting a Hyrule Warriors 2, please give us Hyrule Warriors 2 for the Switch. All I have to do is just switch the console into tablet mode, take it over to his house, put my tablet into his dock, and now he's playing my version of Hyrule Warriors at his house.
Yeah.
And then when we finish, I take the tablet home with me.
And I remember I would get my, like, when the Wii U just came out, my friend would bring over his Wii U, but he always brings it in, like, this box that he bought it in. So it's just, like, you gotta take it out, you gotta hook it up and all that.
Yep.
How simple would it sound to hook up a Switch?
From what we've seen of the dock, all it's got going into it is a power cable and a HDMI cable.
Oh wait, so in tablet mode you just click it onto the dock and the dock is already attached to the TV?
Yeah.
That is beautiful. I hate it, like, it's like, okay, I'm gonna move my system now, take the adapter and everything, and just put it on in some clutter of wires, and it's like, I got everything. But now with the Switch, it's again more accessible. But even if you like had to plug out the dock, you don't have to plug out. I mean, you do have to plug out all the wires for, like, on the TV and on the outlet and all that, but you don't have to plug out anything out of the dock unless if you like to keep things organized.
Yeah, and again, all we've seen that is required to plug into the dock is a power cable and a HDMI cable.
That's it.
Like, that is so easy to maneuver around.
Yeah. I don't know why I can't, like, whenever I deal with consoles, I always deal with, like, old consoles like N64, so I'm like, great, where's that little colored bit to the TV? But we don't have that anymore.
Yep. The other thing is, as well, is that if this is if we are getting more virtual console stuff, hopefully we might be able to convince some of the developers who have left the system since they were released originally, to allow Nintendo to bring this stuff onto the eShop. Like, for example, Banjo-Kazooie on the eShop.
Nice.
If Microsoft was willing to let Banjo-Kazooie into Smash, they might be willing to let Nintendo put the old games onto the eShop. Microsoft can keep that. Nuts and bolts. They can keep that.
I could imagine if there would be a new Smash, even after Smash U, which people didn't they speculate Smash U is going to be the last Smash game?
They've speculated, but I doubt that. I think if Smash Wii U is going to be one of the games that is getting an enhanced port, that will come really early. And then the next Smash game is not going to come out until mid to late life cycle, which is fine. I can live with that.
I could imagine, like, if Smash was, like, still going on, being still developed easier, maybe when the ports come in, then we'll get new characters that are too overpowered for their own good. Who knows? But maybe if we get new characters, maybe we'll get interesting characters like Banjo-Kazooie, or, ukulele or something like that. I don't know.
Well, actually, let's quickly talk about that. If this is getting an enhanced port, what are the characters you'd like to see?
New characters?
Any characters.
Pick
6 characters.
I mean, if I were to be completely honest, none, because I know any new DLC characters would be too overpowered for their own good just to shovel out money. Because I know that.
Well, that's the thing. If this is an enhanced port, They will be in the game at launch. No DLC.
Okay.
It will
So
have
new
all the DLC characters already, but these would be new characters in the game at launch.
I mean, again, if I were to be honest, I would love to see more indie characters like Shantae and Shovel Knight.
Yeah, I can see that, and I would agree to it as well. So.
But if I were to choose only console characters, probably Banjo-Kazooie. I don't know, some other character that we never heard from in a million years. I don't know, what do you think?
For me, the characters I would like to see, and these are including veteran characters, Wolf, Pichu, if they can convince Konami, Snake, Inklings, either Shovel Knight or Shantae, one of the two,
Okay.
and Banjo-Kazooie.
Alright, and here's my request. Ash Greninja. No, that's never gonna happen.
Maybe as a costume for the next Smash game.
Okay. I can live with that.
Yeah, because all they need to do is just change Greninja's model a little bit.
Yeah, but Ash Greninja is like not exactly Greninja.
I know.
Water Shuriken's different, okay?
I know, but at the same time, how is Alf playable in Smash?
He's just a costume.
Exactly.
But Ash Greninja is supposed to be more powerful than Greninja.
Maybe that will be his Mega Evolution. Damn it. Maybe that will be his final Smash for the next game.
Close enough.
Well, Battle Bonds is basically Greninja's Mega Evolution, so yeah, close enough.
Yeah, I find it weird how it's more of an ability than... I mean, it is a form change, but I found it weird that it's just an ability.
It was the only way they could do it, because Greninja in the anime doesn't need a stone or anything, so how else are you going to get Ash Greninja?
Through the power of love?
Yeah, true.
I mean, honestly, I'm still surprised that it's even in game.
I am too, but I'm actually kind of glad it is.
Do we talk about XYZ and what happened on Thursday? I don't know. I'm trying to avoid spoilers for my friends.
Well, if it helps, the XYZ anime in English is about to start the Ash vs. Elan fight. So, yay, we're almost up to the big battle against Team Flare.
As someone who's watching the sub right now, God, it took you forever to take that long?
Shut up. I actually counted, if we are going to be doing the XYZ anime review, the earliest we can do it is the final week of December.
Wait, are you going to watch all of XYZ?
There's like 9 episodes left.
For the English dub, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you're watching English dub, I'm watching sub, even I must argue, like, I like sub, but I must say the sub that we get once the episode is released after a day is really, really, like, I don't like it.
Yeah, it's got its issues. At least on the plus side, you've still got the better intro than English does. I hate the English intro for XYZ. It is awful.
I'm not sure if I sent this to you, but I know I sent it to somebody else. I remember it was like, I was trying to look for the English dub on YouTube because I wanted to compare it to the Japanese dub, which is amazing. Well, the opening, I mean. And then it's like, everyone knows that I'm a loser.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically it.
Oh, it's so good.
But, yeah, let's just talk about that finale bit. Because I've got one thing to add to it afterwards, but let's let you get that out of your system.
Oh, no, I really don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's a spoiler. If the editor remembers to put it in, because he's going to be putting more effort into this editing now, I'm going to make sure of it, then he'll have some sort of timestamp saying, here's where you can skip it to.
The timestamp now is 34:39, so I'll just do that.
Spoiler.
So,
about to be
spoiler
spoiled
alert
in 3, 2, 1, go.
Guess what, Amor Shippers? Your dream came true! Alright, so I am an Amar shipper, and I shipped them, and Serena kisses Ash, and it was so good. Okay, I'm like freaking out right now.
Yeah, I could tell. You're not very subtle
wait.
about this.
I'm not, because I'm so happy. Are you? I mean, what do you think of the whole Ash and Serena thing, even from the start?
It was nice that it was built up from the beginning, because you could tell it was eventually gonna go somewhere, just didn't know where. And the intro bits where she's got the flashbacks to when they were at Professor Oak's camp, her reactions to when Mignette is flirting with Ash, that is hilarious and adorable.
I know, I love it. Serena's a cinnamon roll.
Those are some of Serena's best reactions.
I know. Wait, you watched the episode where Serena is dressed up as Ash, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite episodes.
I can tell because it's still your avatar.
Oh yeah, it is. I still love it, and I still love her. But I like not only just in more shipping, but the way that. Wait, you didn't even finish that part, but there's like a scene with Bonnie and Squishy that's really good. I just think the. Oh yeah, did you see the part with Ash and Serena, and Ash is like really down because he didn't win that one gym badge, and Serena's like throwing snowballs at him?
I did. That was some of the best. That was Ash's best moment in the series, because he has won, with the exception of the first gym battle, he has won every single gym badge first try, and then just to have him going on that losing streak and him, quite frankly, losing it.
Yeah.
Like, that was his best moment. It was him having to go back to lesson 0. This is when Ash, for the first time in a long time, Ash felt like a character again.
Yeah, and not the whole series, but in the beginning, Ash was like a mentor and someone everyone like admired and looked up to, which is understandable because he has the most experience out of everyone. But I feel like it just kind of takes a character away from him.
Yeah, it did.
But now you see like this imperfection and all that, and as you said, it makes him feel like a character again. I love that. I love that he has to learn how to, like, how he can't sync with Greninja at the beginning was really good, you know?
Yeah, and then just the fact that you can see just how much of an effect Ash has on everyone. Pikachu giving it his all at Team Rocket, and they feel nothing. Like, that just goes to show how strong he puts into his Pokemon. And then when he goes up against Wolfric again, there's a new fire in all of them.
Yeah.
Which even results in Wolfric pulling out something that no one who played the games expected. Wolfric has a Mega Abomasnow. What?
Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. I love it, but it's out of nowhere. It's like,
and but at the same time, it works for it as well, because he even says that he rarely uses it, and he only brings it out to trainers he feels needs it. That it's giving him that good of a match. So that goes to show just how strong the battle is now.
Yeah, and I remember when people are complaining, oh, Ash still... I mean, you know what you obviously know what happened with the final fight with Ash and Alan, right?
I do.
Yeah. So at the, like, it's like, I first saw all the Twitter stuff before I watched the episode. And everyone was like, oh, Ash lost again, boo-hoo, he lost with a Greninja, how could he? I'm like, that's great now, but how exactly did you lose a Charizard with a Greninja? I watched the episode. People don't say that Mega Charizard has Thunder Punch, and people don't say that Greninja was his last Pokemon and already damaged.
Yeah. And as well, I think the move that, if what I remember correctly, the move that finished off Greninja was Guillotine, which is a one-hit KO move.
Wait, no, his Charizard didn't have Guillotine. His Charizard had Thunder Punch. No, I think the last move was Thunder Punch. He didn't have Guillotine.
I know one of Alan's Pokemon had Guillotine, which would kill him.
I'm not talking about that Pokemon. I'm talking about his Charizard.
Yeah. And the other thing with it as well is that they built it up so that it was so close. All
I know.
Greninja had to do was stand a few seconds longer.
If it, like, I could actually see it as a in-game Pokemon battle. Greninja's move against Mega Char is Water Shuriken. Not super effective because he's Fire Dragon.
Yeah.
Now that he's Mega Evolved. I can see, even though it's still powerful, Mega Charizard I could see surviving at Red.
Yeah, I
If
could
so,
see...
very, very clutch.
I could see Charizard surviving at most with 10 HP. One more move would have killed him.
Yeah.
That is how close the match was.
The match was really good. You almost thought he'd win. But, again, this is still the closest Ash ever has gotten to winning. He still has a medal, technically.
Yeah, like, he's in the final round now. Now, with that close of it, he could have taken it all. That is something he's never done. And goes into something I think will happen for Sun and Moon. I think the school that it's all based on is to become either a trial captain or, now with that new trailer, the champion of Alola. I think this is Ash's last season.
Well, I remember he was in the Battle Frontier in Hoenn. He was asked to be a Battle Frontier brain, but he turned it down.
Yeah. Plus as well, next year is the 20th anniversary of the anime. I think this would be the perfect way to sum up his story.
And what I find beautiful about how XYZ is ending, everyone is making their own choices and moving on.
Yeah.
Like, Clement, like, it's, the episode ending is always like Clement's decision, Greninja's decision, Serena's decision. So, Clement's decision was to stay with the lab. Stay as gym. I guess you would call it a lab.
Don't say, I know Serena's, do not say Greninja's.
Okay, but Greninja did have a decision. There you go.
Yeah. Serena's, I know, was to go to Hoenn, which I can see that because Hoenn is where the contests start, and contests are basically Pokemon performances. So, for Serena to go to Hoenn, that makes sense.
I want there to be a special where you see only Serena and Hoenn, and you get to see, what was her name? The one with the, Altaria?
Lizia.
Yeah, I would love to see a Serena and Lizia special. Maybe May. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, like, that's one thing that they could do, which I'd kind of like to see. They know Serena's got a lot of fans to it now. Why not have it so that once Sun and Moon finishes, or even as Sun and Moon's going, have the person to take up the mantle next be Serena?
Yeah. Would you say these are probably one of the best supporting characters we had in any Pokemon?
Yeah, I completely agree. And I've said this time and time again, the best way to summarize Pokemon XY, the series overall, is it takes the passion and interest and variety of the original series, the expanded characters and dichotomy from the advanced generation, and the relationships and pairings of Generation 4. This is the best series, bar none, because it takes the best of everything.
Yeah, and I still think Serena's the best character.
I really need to convince you to watch the Diamond and Pearl series again, because while I do agree, Dawn comes so close.
I remember, I watched early DP, and that was kind of it. Like, I watched the first episodes of DP. The way that Dawn was introduced and the way that Serena was introduced is almost the same.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I never really felt got attached to Dawn.
She gets better. Trust me, she gets better. Like how the structure of Serena and Dawn are is very similar. Trust me. Oh yeah, and one other thing I do know from the final episode for XY in Japan, hi, totally not being blunt at all. Take a look at the image, or the link I just sent.
You just sent me an image of Wobbuffet chasing after two I don't know if they are capsules or keychains of Soul Rock and Lunatone.
Yeah.
I wonder what this means.
I wonder what the names of the next series is.
Remember in Manaphy Team Rocket's like going on about diamonds, pearls, rubies, and sapphires.
Yeah.
This feels similar. Why is it always Team Rocket introducing the new series?
I don't know. Though I will say, if they are going with a school approach for Sun and Moon, I can live without Jesse, James, and Meowth. I don't think they're needed.
I don't think they're needed either, but they're still confirmed.
Yeah.
In fact, you could not really the episodes with the whole Zygarde incident. They were important there, but like with some episodes, you could write them off entirely and nothing will be changed.
Yeah.
It's mainly like if an episode forgets to have a conflict, in which they still have conflicts, but if an episode forgets to have like a battle scene, it's like they're like, oh, we could just throw in Team Rocket somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
Good Team Rocket episodes. It's probably the one with the Pokeball Factory and the one with the machine, like those kinds of fun episodes.
Yeah, and the other thing with X and Y as well is that they had the characters. This is the first time they've felt like characters as well, because we see them contemplate ending it, leaving. James tears up at the thought of leaving Inkay. Jesse contemplates leaving Team Rocket and starting a relationship, a family.
I remember that, yeah.
Like, that is beautiful.
This whole series is, like, after, I want to say, Orange Islands, I never really got too invested in Pokemon. I mean, I tried to go into Gen 3, but I'm like, after a while, I didn't really get into it. Yeah. XYZ just hits all the right notes and all the right times.
Especially because after Best Wishes, which was so bad.
Yeah, oh my god. I looked back at some episodes. Ash is stupid. I hate Silent. I can't stand Silent. Another food pun comes out of his mouth. I am driving this car straight off a cliff.
Yeah, and Iris. Iris is the best by default, but that does not make her good. She is not good.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, because she's a champion?
No, it's because she's always going like, what a kid. You're such a kid. It's like, oh, shut up, Iris.
Apparently there's an episode where Ash and Iris fought to a point where they were thinking of just breaking the friendship.
I think I recall seeing that. I'm not sure. I don't look back to XY very often.
XY?
Best Wishes.
Yeah. The only thing good I remember coming out of Best Wishes was Cynthia and Meloetta, and that's really it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, for Sun and Moon, give Meloetta a Z Crystal, her own special one, along with Ludicolo. There's even something you could do for her Z dance.
What?
Remember that link I showed you of just the Meloetta dance from Best Wishes?
Yeah.
Make that the Z dance.
I am convinced, one night I got, there was nothing to do. I got so, bored and curious that I started looking at Pokemon MMDs. I think Z dances are a product of watching too many Pokemon MMDs.
Yeah. Unless you have anything else to say on XY, shall we move on to Sun and Moon?
If there's anything I want to say about Ash from Unova, about him being stupid, there's an episode where he trains so much, he spends all night training and thinking of a strategy, and he's like, yeah, I finally got it. He goes on the battlefield, sends out Palpitoad. Palpitoad gets killed. Okay, well, not killed, fainted. Okay, Ash, what are you going to send out next? I was going to do the whole fight with Palpitoad. This is a real thing that happened.
Yeah. what makes it worse is that the first episode summarizes it perfectly. Pikachu, who should be level 80, maybe level 90, no electric moves at all thanks to Zekrom, loses to a level 5 Snivy from a brand new trainer.
Yeah, and and Ash's catchphrase is "I forgot" in every episode. Maybe not every episode, but still.
Yeah, and what makes it worse with the Snivy one, yes, okay, he hasn't got access to Volt Tackle or Thunderbolt. That's fine. Pikachu still knows Quick Attack and Iron Tail. Either of those would have one-shotted the Snivy.
What did he use against Snivy?
Pikachu. Like, he tried using...
No, I meant the moves.
He tried using them and it avoided them? I forget, I haven't seen the episode in a while. But that Snivy should have been... That Snivy should be dead.
Let's just go back to XY, where Pikachu wasn't really synced with Ash because Ash was down and he didn't have that strength anymore. I guess that's what happened here too.
Yeah, but the thing with it is that in X and Y, what makes the logic behind it is that the sync with Ash is gone. For Best Wishes, the excuse was Zekrom stole all of its electricity. Zekrom.
But that's just Zekrom. Even if you would nerf Pikachu's electricity, you still have his moves.
Yeah.
I'm still convinced that every season Ash is taken to some kind of brainwashing device where he just forgets everything from the previous season.
Yeah, and at least on the plus side, with the exception of Trico and maybe Grovyle, Sawyer's ones, every time a Pokedex was used on a Pokemon that Ash already owns, it was Serena's.
Yeah. Wait. But no. You mean Serena's Pokedex, right?
Yeah, Serena's Pokedex. Serena was the one using it.
I understand that. I like that touch, but I still understand why Ash would point a Pokedex at a Trico.
Not really, because he has a Sceptile.
No, he pointed a Pokedex at Sawyer's Trico. I remember that.
Yeah, well, Ash owns a Sceptile. I think that's the only time he pointed the Pokedex at a Pokemon he already owns. In Best Wishes, he did it all the damn time. Including onto his own Charizard.
Why? Maybe he was curious of what it said. I don't know. But I mean, my point for Trico, he had a Trico that evolved.
Yeah.
So, I don't understand why do you need to point a Pokedex to a Trico if you already owned and evolved a Trico?
Yeah.
That's like pointing a Pokedex to a tentacle if you... I just don't do that.
What also makes it worse is that in the Battle Frontier, there was this whole arc dedicated to trying to get Sceptile to be able to use Bullet Seed again, because I forget the reason why, but somehow it couldn't use Bullet Seed.
Yeah.
When it evolved from Grovyle to Sceptile.
I'm still kind of, if one thing that didn't, meet my expectations, I thought Ash would get Charizard back to Mega Evolve. But I do like Ash Greninja.
Yeah, I think Ash Greninja's a nice compromise.
Yeah.
It would have been nice, but I can live without it. The other thing, though, with it is that if Sun and Moon is going to be the final season with Ash, this would be the perfect time to get all of his Pokemon back in for one last hurrah.
Yeah.
Getting Mega Charizard, Mega Sceptile. What's some of his other ones that he's fully evolved? Oh yeah, he owns a Pidgeot.
No, he does. No, he released that Pidgeot years ago.
I wasn't sure if it was released or if it was the watch over them while I do this and I'll come back for you.
It was a little bit of both, but
Okay.
he's never gonna come back.
It's Butterfree syndrome again.
But Butterfree, Primeape, and Pidgeot are never gonna be mentioned from again.
Oh, along with Lapras.
Yep, Lapras too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's actually one thing we could see. Ash owns a Snorlax.
Oh yeah.
That Z Crystal.
Oh, do you think that his Snorlax is gonna come back?
I want it to.
Which starter do you see Ash like taking
Not sure, actually.
for Sun and Moon? I know Lana is seen holding a Poplio.
Maybe Ash could get Rowlet and Litten, because he has been known to get all the starters. Or
I
as
know,
many as
but
possible.
I know, but in XY, he had Froakie while his other friends have the other starters. I
Yeah,
think this
and
is. I think
at the
this is
same
what's gonna
time that-
happen.
At the same time, though, in Diamond and Pearl, he had Turtwig and Chimchar.
True. I've seen Lana have Poplio, so maybe Poplio's gonna go to Lana while Ash is either gonna get Litten or Rowlet.
Yep.
Or Litten and Rowlet. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Either or. But anyway, let's go into more detail about this when we do cover the rest of the Sun and Moon anime. Sun and Moon, damn it, XY anime.
XY.
Let's
Yeah.
go on to Sun and Moon.
Are we gonna cover
Because-
the? Wait, is it gonna be game or anime that we're doing?
Well, let's do both, because it's been a while since we've talked about Sun and Moon.
Well,
And there's been a lot of news.
Well, I mean, first, are we doing game or possible anime?
Let's do game first.
Okay, so a lot of news happened. The leaks for the starters are confirmed to be real, which is amazing.
Yep. And
But
congratulations, Lynn, you avoided the temptation of being firefighting. Have all the cat treats.
I was both amazed and yet still confused. I'm like, but he's a wrestler, but he's dark. Oh, I remember now. Wrestling's not real fighting.
Yeah.
So that's why he's a fire dark. I like
And
that.
that's the reason why Ember is so crap in comparison to Blaziken and Infinite. Its stats are
Yeah.
the worst of all three of them.
Maybe Incineroar. It's hard to say his name.
Incineroar.
Yeah, I think Incineroar might be a little better than Houndoom. Who knows?
Here's open.
Well, not counting Mega Houndoom, but still.
Yeah, of course.
Rowlet had the most unexpected final evolution. Like Grass Ghost?
Ghost.
Who would have thought it would be Grass Ghost?
Let's see. Grass flying, Grass Ghost.
Who killed him?
Wait, what?
Who killed Rowlet? Who killed him?
Oh, jeez.
There's actually an explanation why wow, help me with his name.
I'm looking up now.
Decidui, I want to say. I'm reading it. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but Decidui, he's actually based on an extinct owl species in the Hawaii's, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
And the fact that owls are mysterious-looking animals, so sure. And nobody was surprised with Poplio's final evolution.
And yet it's still so pretty. It's
know.
been making... Poplio's evolutions have been making it so tempting to switch to Poplio, because, well, Poplio I think is cute, but then I see Brione and then... what's the name again?
Primarina.
Primarina. This is like, damn.
Primarina, if I were to say anything, all the starters have signature moves.
Yeah.
I like that. That is cool. Best signature move, I have to say, is Decidueyes.
Yep, because it does damage and traps opponents, which means, hello, gonna make catching roaming legendaries so much easier.
If there are Roman legendaries, even then, it's an attacking shadow tag.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
An attacking mean look, I mean.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so good. Worst thing. Sorry, but I have to say Primarinas.
Yeah, because it will do damage, but it heals burns.
What's the point? I don't understand the point.
I think
I know it's like.
I think it will work for Pokemon who get a. Well, I think the ability is Moxie, where if they have a status condition inflicted to them, they do more damage. So taking away that status condition will screw
No,
them
you're
over?
not thinking about. No, you're not thinking about Moxie. You're thinking about Guts.
Guts.
Okay, I can see that being anti-Guts.
So
But even then, to like normal Pokemon that you don't expect with Guts, I mean, it better be strong. That's all I'm saying.
yeah. At least on the plus side, what is strong is that we got the rest of the Island Guardians. And the Z move. Oh god,
Well-
the Z move.
Well, first of all, I had a speculation when Tapu Koko came out. It's like, oh, I speculate that there's going to be a deity for all the islands, and which they are.
Everyone expected that.
Okay, so how do you activate your Legend Deity Z moves? Well, you get an Ocarina, and you play Oath to Order, and there you go.
Yeah. And on that day, the Earth received a grim reminder.
Oh my god, I love that. What I absolutely love about the Z move is that once like the deity, like the Guardian of Alola is out, you just see your trainer slamming on the fist and then it brings down the hammer.
Oh, what makes it worse is not only just them slamming their fist onto the palm of their hand, but the smile that they have for it. Just the mindless destruction and smile. That death glare of, does this look like the face of mercy? It is just beautiful.
I know. Okay, in terms of design or even typing, who is your favorite island deity?
Just give me 1 second while I bring up their names. Either Tapu Lele or Tapu Fini.
My favorite is Tapu Lele, honestly.
They're all really good designs for it as well, and Tapu Fini's Misty Surge, that is going to wreck dragons.
Wait, what does it do?
Tapu Fini's ability is Misty Surge, an ability that no Pokemon has previously had. With Misty Surge, the field will be turned into misty terrain when Tapu Fini appears in battle, halving the damage taken by Pokemon on the ground from dragon types and preventing them from being affected with status conditions or confusion.
So basically, it's just a instant misty terrain.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool. Isn't there the most interesting is actually a new terrain move that Tapu Lele has. What does that do? That's like a psychic terrain move. That's
Psychic terrain. When Tapu Lele appears in battle, by boosting the power of any psychic type moves used by Pokemon on the ground and preventing them from being hit by priority moves.
Wow. That is amazing.
These Guardians are beautiful.
I love Tapu Lele. Like, that is basically Queen Majesty, the ability Queen Majesty, which prevents priority moves.
Yep. Tapu Bulu's ability is
Grassy terrain.
Grassy Surge. Yeah. Will turn to grassy terrain when Tapu Bulu appears in battle by boosting the power of any grass type moves used by Pokemon on the ground and restoring a bit of HP to them each turn. It halves the damage taken from moves like Earthquake, Magnitude, and Bulldoze.
Right. And I remember, very important, even all before this official information came released, there was a huge data mine that happened with the demo.
Don't. No
I know,
data mine.
I'm not,
No data mine.
I know. I'm just mentioning it. I'm not saying anything about it.
Yeah. Like, I'll let you fangirl over the Ash Serena kiss. No data mine stuff because I don't want to know about it.
I know. I'm just saying that it exists.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about because that is spoilers for the games. Here's something from the announcements though. Red and Blue got married. And went to Alola to have a honeymoon.
Yeah. And this actually reminded me of one thing to do with a different game. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. Maya Fey still looks like she originally did. She has not aged a bit. Pokemon Sun and Moon, Red and Blue look like they're now in their 20s.
Which we are in the 20s. I mean, it is the 20th anniversary, so there's 20 years old now.
I think their actual age, and I'm gonna do a quick search for it. I think their actual age is around 16. So they're not they're not quite adults yet, but
But they were 10. You had to be 10 to go on a Pokemon adventure.
yeah, and I think we're the only ones who remember that rule now, because I think even they've just casually ignored it. Like, I think the Unova trainer is like 13?
No. I think they ignored it for, like, 5th gen. I don't know about 4th gen, but I know they forgot it in 5th gen. And I don't know. I think age in Pokemon is kind of bullshit. Like, you say Misty is 10. Misty does not look like she's 10 years old. So...
Especially if you read the Electric Tail of Pikachu. The original Japanese version. Yeah, don't ask.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And, yeah, she's not 10. These characters are not 10 years old.
No.
You can say all you want. It's like, oh, more shipping is gross. You're shipping 10-year-olds. They're not 10. None of them are actually 10.
No.
But what's cool about Red, his shirt says 96. That's a nice touch.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
Oh, yeah, and just to add more confusion to it, why is Blue wearing green pants? It should be Blue.
Well, his Japanese name.
Unless you know anything about the Pokemon series, in which case you know he was originally called Green.
Yeah, that's why he's wearing green pants. There you go.
Though it makes it an absolute nightmare when talking about the Adventures manga, because Blue in the English release of the Adventures manga is called Blue, and the female trainer is called Green. However, in Japan, he's known as Green and she's known as Blue.
Can I just call him Gary? I've always called him Gary. I don't care if you can't name him anymore. I'm just calling him Gary.
At least it's better than what some people kept calling him, Asshat.
Oh, yeah.
Or Asshole.
Or anything you can think of. This is why they removed rival names.
Oh, this is why we can't have nice things.
Oh, hey, it's been a long time, Buttface.
If only there was a way of connecting Fire Red Leaf Green to it, so their names of Red and Blue would actually change to what they were in Fire Red Leaf Green. Because then, and there's nothing stopping you from calling him Asshat.
Also, I still like it how Red is still completely silent.
Still as silent as usual, I see.
I like that. I like that touch. Hey, Red, have you seen Gold anywhere? No? Okay.
Oh yeah, he took my mountain, the asshole.
That's why he's in Alola, because his mountain was taken.
Someone took away his mountain.
Okay, what's cool? Cynthia and Wally are back.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that means that a lot of other famous trainers and that will appear in Sun and Moon too. The champions, the gym leaders, the rivals, and the player characters. If we can get all of them, that and one other thing I want to talk about for Sun and Moon, which goes back to Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, that would be perfect. The nice bit of touch that would just tie the whole thing together perfectly.
I got a weird idea, and I know this is never gonna happen. Since Ash Greninja is confirmed to be in Sun and Moon, randomly it's like, oh hey Ash, what's up?
Yeah, I do have your Greninja, what of it?